how does a customer actually engage and start getting benefits from this sort of process? Of course it all starts with sales, but let's skip beyond that and talk about whether the customer's decided they're interested in doing file analysis type work. The first thing that comes is a proof of concept. Let's face it, you need to convince your boss that this is worth doing. So we'll come in, we'll deploy on your environment with data that you choose, and within days we'll be giving you a full read and score on your risk, your rot, your trash. Secondly, let's assume that you've decided this works for you. The software can be stood up from PSC into production really fast. That means your staff can be working on your data with our support in a similar period of time. The software comes with rules out of the box that have been proven through our experience in the market that you then need to adapt to your policy. Rules are the things that enable us to find and score your data. It's just like search, but of course, as I said earlier on, it's important that it's appropriately scored, grouped and aggregated to enable you to act on your files in context at scale. A rule might be, for example, finding a social security number or a national identifier, maybe American, Canadian, German, Russian, depending on your jurisdiction. That's a good example of a rule. Because, of course, our software has been developed for years focusing on this market, you don't need a PhD to run the software. Your staff can support it, or you can be supported by us. We have examples of our software deployed globally where staff run the software themselves to support their own programs, or we or our partners support it for you. The next job here is to attach the rules you're deploying with real policies. This is the difference between just guessing at your content and arbitrarily acting on it, and a defensible program of action. A policy might be, and let's be really simple here, the requirement not to store social security numbers in an open share. Now, usually it's more complicated from that, but that would be the policy. The rule is encoded in Discovery Center, and Discovery Center finds and identifies the data. The policy is written down and signed off by the relevant sponsors, and when you action the data in Discovery Center, you connect the policy to the files by adding that into our audit trail. The business now, having set the software up, is to move to business as usual. So Discovery Center is designed to do that. You deal with the data at rest as part of a project, and then you put Discovery Center in on a continuous basis to monitor your data using the policies you defined to alert you when it finds stuff of interest, violations if you like, and enable informed and empowered individuals to decide to dispose of the data. The need to deal with your unstructured data problem at rest has always been there since a Windows 3 machine was placed on your desktop. However, now we have New York cyber regs, the GDPR. There's no better time to act. The business case is with you, and you can use file analysis to make a real difference.